to goal. Can you believe it? It's extraordinary.
Friday night football, the Swans 1 and 6 and the Bombers 3 and 4. Just desperate to get it back together. Away we go. Sinclair favoured by the bounce. He reefed it backwards. Not going to get out of there with Florent. Zaharakis, little handball. Bell Chambers didn't really get a kick away. Kennedy taken in a tough tackle. He
takes the ball down the line. Papley Reed. Papley's worked his way. Doesn't quite control it. Jim Merritt. He's getting a lot of free kicks and he's earning every one of them, I think. So Merritt quickly on the move, and that's a neat looking kick. Bell Chambers. Nothing against the umpires, I love them, but I like him playing, and Bell Chambers does what Lance does so well. Kicks a goal.
Out wide. Blakey can run onto it. Now, what's he got up ahead? Not a great deal. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Needs a bit of depth. Heaney went to ground, didn't help. Francis was slow. Chance now, though. They're right in here. Right in. Fox. Fox. How smart from the Fox. Down with the run and then the kick, but it wasn't touched. The good thing was a long, long way from home. 2 kicks. Florent puts it high up in front. There he is again, Dawson.
His kick is big.
0 and 3 from set shots tonight. 1 and 3 now. They are in front. Sydney by 3 points.
Parker out of the centre, belting the ball back. They haven't led since round 4 at quarter time, the Swans. Redmond, Papley gets it wide. Fox, little kick forward. McCartan, the siren goes. Goal! I reckon it's a goal.
I thought the siren went.
Siren went?
Yeah. Siren went.
Close. Siren went. No score.
No score.
Hey guys,
no score.
Relax.
Oh, gee, that's a very interesting call.
Top 15.
Hurley mopping up at the back. McKenna, interesting ball, not particularly good. Parker squeezes it low, and there he is again, young Blakey. So just the behind so far tonight. 5 goals this season. That's better. It holds its line. What a great start for Sydney. They've got their 3rd. Fantasia, opening goal of the game. Pronunciation lesson on his surname before the start of the game. Merritt driving it long. Vacant goal square. Goes for home. Gets the bounce. Misses the first touch. Second was over the line. It's back to 3 points.
But he had Jack covered, and Jack put the hand out to hold him up. So Merritt, cute looking kick, works beautifully.
If you can pull the defenders back, that's where the space that opens up for the likes of Fantasia, as we've been calling him all night, to move into another Essendon forwards like Stringer.
Missed the last couple, didn't play on Anzac Day, didn't play in the loss to Geelong last week. For the last time he's played, he's never kicked more than one at the SCG before tonight. Now he has. He's got a couple.
Mark Francis, he's been threatening like that. Good pair of hands, lowers the eyes, kept the ball low but not low enough. Well done, Rampy. He was the meat in the Essendon sandwich there. Oh, he played on. Stringer got him. Stringer got him. He was called to go and Stringer was awake to it. So 14 goals this season from right on the 50. It's a beautiful kick off the boot. He likes it. The Bombers like it. They're out by 9 points.
Duck, you talked about how good he might be. Well, we're seeing a bit of it tonight. Zach Jones belting long. Florent, yes!
About Zach Jones and Hewitt, when they've played on Shield around the contest, they've also got themselves involved in Sydney's attacking play. So you can do the defensive job, but get involved in the attack as well.
He's had a couple of terrific matches this year. Hasn't missed from the set shots. The Swans close the gap. Bandwagon. Back it goes to Hayward. Rather than Thurlow. Gets it back from Hayward. And then Thurlow off a step. Lovely kick to Papley. Good stuff. And
Below his knees, that was a terrific handball.
so Papley gets the goal and the Swans get back in front. This is a good game of footy.
Andrew? No, you.
And it's Papley's free kick, so chance for a couple inside a minute. He just lays the ball up, waiting, Heaney. So good in the air, was a perfect kick.
That's what I'd be parking him. Sit him inside 50, let him do that.
For his 12th goal of the season, Swans out to their biggest lead of the night.
We did warn you.
Touch, play on!
Myers to Bill Chambers. Francis over the back. Shield, can he start to have an influence? Went to ground, did very well to Francis. Just a slightly sloppy handball. Bill Chambers to McGrath. McGrath with lovely vision. 6-1 and 5. So Parrish to give the Bombers a much-needed goal. Nice. The Stringers kicked to a good spot, I reckon. Though Aliir went for it, couldn't quite hold the mark. Kennedy, handball, McDonald, tip and Woody. Did he get a high one? He got down low. Fantasia! Oh, that is something very special. It really is. He's got a hat-trick at the SCGA. We've changed his name and all that. It doesn't make any difference.
He's a terrific player.
It was a dangerous kick. Saad took the mark and then went, left Papley behind. High ball now inside 50. Fantasia, was he held on to? Yes, he was. For his 4th tonight. To give them the first goal of the 3rd term, he gets it. He's on fire, Fantasia.
Kennedy got it. It was a good play. Oh, McCartan, that's a really good vertical jump, isn't it? That was almost too tall for him, the kick, and he was able to launch himself from the front. Not easy to do. High ball. Can Reed do the same thing? You betcha. He was always the big guy in that pack 2 years ago. Ducky's a funny one. He either plays all the matches or not many in a season, and he brings Sydney back within a kick. Then Merritt, good tackle on Rampy, I think it was. O'Riordan, Stringer, good tackle actually. I think he was stunned.
Did he cop a whack in the eye, maybe?
Oh, it's a double.
100 metres, the 100-metre penalty.
Yep. So it's a double 50 here. So it's a 100-metre penalty here. It's the double. So here we go.
So he's running to me, like he's running at you.
Yeah, but he's on his line, so you've just got to get out.
So there you have it.
Yeah.
So he's never kicked a goal before, Reardon, in his little short career. Can the Irishman put them in front? No. Yes, he can. Who said no?
Wild handball out Rampy's direction. So he goes back the other way. Another hack. Fisted forward by Hooker. It was well done. Florent can run onto this. He's got a little bit of space. Quick give. Good give.
Gives to Fox. Gives to Dawson. Dawson from 50 metres. Oh, he might have. And does he get it home? You betcha. It's a goal, all right. Sydney kick away. Dawson's got 2. It's a good kick wide to Zaharakis. And then Zaharakis gets on his bike. He's got Fantasia on a lovely long lead. Rampy with him. Parrish well placed. Still well placed, Parrish. Gets it back to McKenna. McKenna can kick this. He's 50 metres out. He does kick it.
Called to go now. Drives it as long as he can. It's deep and in front, McCartan.
Go over, Aaron.
So McCartan just one behind tonight. 2 goals for the season. Kicks his 3rd. And Sydney lead by 7 points. Just try to get it down to Smith. Stayed alive now. Middle of the ground. Blakey. He's been so good tonight. So composed. Sliced his way through. Kick was a little bit too deep. Played on quickly, Ambrose. Francis now across half-back. Quick ball to the middle of the ground. Zaharakis marks and goes and gets past Kennedy. Gets to the 50. Too much on the kick. It wobbled off the boot. It slapped through. Was there pressure? Was there pressure? Yes.
He's under pressure and inside the 9.
Smith. Redmond. He's a dasher. Did well. Zaharakis, lovely neat kick to Clark and got him 35 metres out. And the Bombers were 8 goals 3 at one stage. They're 9-11 now.
McKenna had to wait. Long ball, big ball, Reed, not quite. Redmond at the back. dangerous, stolen off Clark by Haywood, and kicks a goal, a massive goal, 11 points to lead.
Blakey, they've got to hold it up here, the Bombers. Blakey versus Saad. They've had a couple of good duels tonight. Heppel was good, got it down low, did really well, Heppel. McGrath did wonderfully well. Smith arches his back, brilliant play. O'Riordan nearly. Parrish, yes, yes, yes.
40 seconds left on the clock. Zaharakis inside the square, goes down towards full forward. Hooker creates the contest, hacked out by Rampy, still alive now. Zaharakis at the back, Redmond, brilliant tackle, Blakey, breakout night.
He's kicked it straight to the opposition though, and there is time. Hurley, there's one last roll of the dice. It's in Saad's hands. Fox is trying to corral him. Saad goes short. Oh, you know what? It's the one bloke. It is the one bloke out there that's got a sniff. The only man, I reckon, out there that might go all the way.
Yeah,
it's Myers, and he can go a mile. Not without a hope. How big is this? Dropped last week. Has always felt a little on the edge. High draft pick. This will be the biggest moment in his career if he can get it home. The odds are against him. It's fanciful, I know, and it's not going to do it. And Sydney have broken the drought. You know what? There's a pulse at the SCG tonight.
Cheer, cheer the red and the white, honour the name by day and by night. Lift that noble banner high, shake down the thunder from the sky.
Asked that they didn't feel like this actually affected it or it was going to do anything to affect the kick. But it's hard. He hadn't actually taken the shot yet. So, he clearly wanted to get up there to either touch it.
It's a complete brain fade from Dane Rampy.
Yeah.
More time. Rampy goes up. David Myers kicks now. He's still up. Gets down. Goalpost is shaking.
Hooker and Stringer are certainly asking the question. I think that's Connor McKenna as well.
Instruction. So Dane Rampy's up. Pause now.
So the kick hasn't happened.
So he's got the ball in hand.
Yep. And
still on his way. And if we roll it, look at the post. Tricky one. I mean, it hasn't affected...
because the ball fell short.
Yeah. But if it went sailing through and missed and was a point, it would be very contentious.
It would be. But I guess we're lucky that it didn't get close.
11. And if someone is intentionally shaking the goalpost, then it is, for the attacking team, a free kick at the centre line of the goal line. Spoke to Hayden Kennedy. He said the umpires, and they'd reviewed the tapes, were aware of what was going on, told Dane to get down, and were comfortable it didn't affect the result of the game. Could another umpire have interpreted that differently? And he said absolutely.
And it's on the goal line. It's not the top of the goal square.
Yeah.
It's a certain goal.